Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 2. It's the Season 2 premiere. Yes, we are late, but I had to, cut some power down in Vermont. That's right, Derek isn't joining us. Only me, your MC, and Devoid Entertainment champion. Now, some new things of Season 2. We are introducing the knockout. That is a 20-point lead after the end of any round. Not in the middle of rounds, at the end of any round. There is no cheating of any form. That will also result in a disqualification loss. And I believe that's it. So let's introduce our competitors. Introducing the number 10th ranked from last season's Devoid Entertainment. He is medium sexy. He is one half of the PWO. He is the icon, James.
So, how I want to start off my introduction. We all get an introduction. I want to enlighten the viewers at home with what my competitor will be up against, the type of intellect my competitor will be up against, because before this very episode, we had a 9 o'clock deadline, and I said, Micah, I will be right there at 9 o'clock, and there I was, without sound. The camera was working, but without sound and without a microphone. The computer wouldn't recognize it, and I was like, this is pretty odd. So I went ahead and did what anyone would do, and I just X'd out the browser. 5 minutes later, 5 minutes passed by, my computer won't load a browser, so I reboot the whole computer. I start it back up. I open up the browser successfully this time. I go in, the microphone and the speakers still aren't working, so I'm wondering what's going on. And at this point, it's been 15 minutes. And then do I realize all I had to do was unplug something and plug it right back in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of intellect you're about to see tonight.
All right. Have you tried restarting it? Yes, you did. And introducing the number 8th ranked competitor. He is the immortal. He is the fearful, the fearless, is what I'm supposed to have said. He is Paul.
I dislike the fact that you tend to be slightly right to the camera so that you are not directly in the center. That is
I
all.
don't like you. So let's bring in everybody. That's right. This season is a one-on-one competition. Championship matches will not happen every week. You have to earn your championship place like I earned everything. So, without that, we'll start with our first game, which is, of course, a Season 1 flavor-tastic one. Netflickipedia. Now, I have a script, so bear with me. Over the course of Season 1, we have made some good jokes and have had many laughs at Netflix's expense about their horrible, terrible, no good, dirty, rotten synopsises of various films and TV shows. And to prove that it is not that hard, I have concocted all of these descriptions based on what I can remember about the movie or what the poster of the movie looks like. Your job, competitors, is to guess what the movie is with no penalty if a hint is asked for. These hints are, of course, the year of release, a genre, and an actor who plays a prominent part in the film. And since this is off the top of my head, you may not get the most correct answer, but you will get the best possible answer. And each of these costs 5 points.
They cost 5 points?
They're worth 5 points,
They're
right?
worth 5 points, but they're costing me 5 points.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, any questions? Then let's get entertained. The first one. Zac Efron is Zac Efron again after magic occurs, or something, and he actually spends time with his children and finds out that he likes them. But he is also going through a divorce, and he falls in love with his wife all over again. But the wife is also kind of aware that something is happening because she points out a lot that Zac Efron looks like her ex-husband did as a child, whose character is Zac Efron. Also basketball. You got to write this down.
I already did.
Yeah.
You already did?
Yeah.
I think we
I'm locking my answer. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. James, what do you think this movie is?
This is, of course, the 2009, I think, classic 17 Again.
And Paul?
2009 does sound pretty right because I remember seeing this at the Red Box at my Shaw's, and that was around that time.
Yeah, all the Shaws have red boxes at them. That's where I used to go for mine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There was no competition.
That's just a Massachusetts starter pack. Red box at Shaw's.
Yeah.
This is, of course, 17 Again. And I was very happy when I came up with the genre, which was coming of age.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. The second one. Hold on. I got to give you guys points for that.
Yeah, you only have to give me points. You don't have to give any to James. It's fine.
All right. The second
Same goes for me.
synopsis. The second synopsis. Marijuana, ganja, pot, the devil's lettuce. James Franco and Seth Rogen star as weed dealers? This is the epitome of who I see them as, so I think it's possibly funny. They just talk about weed, though. I have nothing else for you.
God damn it. It's upsetting because this could be any James Franco or Seth Rogen movie.
I have a fun bit of trivia knowledge when you come to me about this movie.
If you would like a hint.
I would like a hint.
Uh-huh.
What year?
2008.
That didn't.
Maybe.
That kind of helped, I think.
It definitely knocked off some.
What would you consider the genre?
It's a stoner comedy.
Yeah, stoner film. That's fair. Okay. As is with most Seth Rogen movies.
And James Franco. It's a combination.
True.
Of course.
I actually don't even know if this movie stars these two people, but I'd put Pineapple Express.
It is Pineapple Express, and I'll tell you how I know it. Because
I need to see the paper.
Huey Lewis. Hold on. Yeah, Pineapple Express. The one and only Huey Lewis in the News. This guy here, if I can get this right. Yeah, he made the title track for the movie. They penned him. He wrote Pineapple Express, the song for the film. Cult classic.
Of course. Fantastic. Everybody's pitching a no-hitter. The third one.
Are you going to reveal what the correct answer was?
You guys got it. It's Pineapple Express. Did I get the basis of the movie?
The fuck if I know? I haven't seen it.
I mean, all you needed to say was Seth Rogen and James Franco smoking weed. Like, that's
I need a couple sentences. The third one. Adam Sandler is a dad to either Zach or Cody as he realizes the joys and perils of parenthood. But when the state of New York finds out that he is not who he said he was, he goes to court where the custody of the kid is at stake. Just remember that these do get harder.
That's fair.
You guys done? Jim?
Yeah, I'm good. I think it's Big Daddy.
That's also what I have.
Well, of course, this is the movie that stars the Daily Show's Jon Stewart's Big Daddy.
It's also one of my many monikers at Westfield State.
City State Community College. All right. The fourth synopsis. Did you hate the show choir kids in your school? Then you'll love this modern day story of a group of misfits who sing so well they can only rehearse for one day and nail a song off the radio. With pregnancies and regionals to worry about, though, who's to even say what the most drama-filled sea story is? And that's what you missed on...
What year?
This debuted in 2009.
Okay.
And this is a movie, right?
It's a movie or a TV show.
All right.
Oh, okay.
These could be either or.
Okay.
Paul.
Because you said debut, I'm going to go with Glee.
Yeah, I had Pitch Perfect, but I changed it to Glee. Like, it's Glee.
It's in fact Glee.
Yeah.
We're geniuses.
Yeah. When he said debut, I was like, it kind of sounds like a TV show. So
It's not really fair if I said like it came out in 2009 because there's like 100 episodes or probably more.
yeah,
You could
exactly.
have just said 2009, though.
I do feel like he should specify if it's a movie or TV show.
You gotta figure that out, man.
Difference.
And we
Based on the fifth one, based on the hit TV show, this abomination made it onto the big screen because nobody at the executive level saw it. There's bad CGI, worse acting, incorrect pronunciations, and the start of the downward spiral of a prominent Hollywood director.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Of course. Based on the hit TV show, this abomination made it onto the big screen because nobody at the executive level saw it. There's bad CGI, worse acting, incorrect pronunciations, and the start of the downward spiral of a prominent Hollywood director.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you still have hints, and none of them are penalties.
What's the year on this? Just so I have
2009.
Oh. I'm going to stick with mine anyway.
All right, stick with it. What you got?
I'm going to say Inspector Gadget.
I have The Last Airbender.
Ooh, somebody is correct, and that somebody is part of P-Clan. It is, of course,
Oh.
M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
That one's worth 20 points, right? Right?
All right, this next one, really hard to write. This follows the life and career of one of the most brilliant scientists of all time. His journey from love to love of science, all while his body fights against himself. But through courage and strength, he gets his PhD, has children, and finds happiness in his success. Remember, you got all the hints you need at no penalty.
What year?
2014?
Sounds right.
Sounds right, but do you have it right?
This is The Theory of Everything.
I had The Life of Pi.
It is, in fact, The Theory of Everything. Starring the actor that I only knew him from, Professor Lupin from Harry Potter 3.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
It's very... It has a lot of unnecessary letters, so that's fair.
All right, number 7. Orphan kids are forced to move in with a distant cousin that is creepy in all ways and is not Jim Carrey. He essentially tortures them for reasons. One of them is smart, one of them is an inventor, and the baby exists.
Year.
2016? Anything else, James?
I heard Jim Carrey was in it. Or is the uncle not Jim Carrey? That's what you said. The uncle's not Jim Carrey. Can you repeat it one more time?
Orphan kids are forced to move in with a distant cousin that is creepy in all ways and is not Jim Carrey.
Okay.
He essentially tortures them for reasons. One of them is smart, one of them is an inventor, and the baby exists.
Okay.
Paul.
I have a series of unfortunate events, Netflix original in parentheses. I don't know if there was like a qualifier for that or not. I know there was for...
Yeah. Yeah, I have the same thing.
James, that knocks you. That makes it so that you do not have a knockout on your hands after this question.
It's good.
Which is good. Question 8, the last one of Netflickipedia. A police photographer gets messed up with a science experiment and is fast now. Trying to find the guy who made him an orphan, he and friends try to solve crimes and beat bad guys through speedy tactics and speedy smarts. You can use all of the hints or none of the hints. I'd prefer
year?
2016?
2016.
You can use more than one hint, James.
Okay. So like who would an actor in this film be? Or actress?
This is my favorite one. I believe his first name begins with a G. Now, it could be Grant, but I'd be lying to you if I said I was confident. So I'll say Grant.
What are the other hints, like genre, right?
Yeah.
What genre is this?
This is fantasy.
And repeat the synopsis one more time.
Okay, James. A police photographer gets messed up with a science experiment and is fast now. Trying to find the guy who made him an orphan, he and his friends try to solve crimes and beat bad guys through speedy tactics and speedy smarts.
Okay.
By the way, trying to find the guy who made him an orphan, probably the worst way to say trying to find the guy who killed his parents. James, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I believe the actual title of it is just The Flash, but every time I saw commercials for it, I just heard it as CW's The Flash, so that's why I wrote that.
I had Hulk. It's close. I know. I thought it was The Flash. Literally, I wrote Hulk because I figured no way it could be The Flash.
At the end of round 1, the score is 40-25, Paul. I believe Paul pitched a perfect round in that.
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
Very good. Considering he's the one that I was more worried about getting shit wrong.
That kind of hurts. Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, don't care. All right. This next game is a twist on a classic we all love. Ain't that a price to pay?
What?
A variation of The Price is Whack, which has become a staple of Devoid Entertainment. Well, this game is similar, but with an added catch. You will now know the price of the item, but that price is specifically from Amazon or the market price. You will have to figure out what somebody on the popular website ebay.com thinks the same exact item is worth. Now, it sometimes won't be the same exact item, but it'll be the same thing in spirit sometimes. It won't be anything crazy, maybe just a different design or misprint. So let's begin on season 2 with a bang, not sponsored. And because there's only 2 of you, if you both go over, I will make you guess again. So you'll get the market price, and then you will have to figure out what somebody on eBay is trying to sell this for. Could be less, could be more. I don't know. I believe all of these are worth 3 whole points. Yeah. Yeah, these are all worth 3 whole points. So let's begin with a 2004's Red Sox World Series hat. Market price $37.95. How much, no shipping included, is somebody worth this on eBay?
Can I see the picture again?
Of course.
You could get it for free if you have a Amazon. If you sign up for an Amazon credit card, I think was what it said.
Sure you can. Paul.
I put 25 because the Red Sox haven't been too hot lately. And also, who the fuck would buy a used hat unless it was like a collector's edition?
Yeah, I put 1995. We'll see.
Interesting, because you can find this same hat on eBay for $75. 3 points goes to the legend himself, Head Productions. All right, the second item, very funny, a Microsoft Xbox Connect for the Xbox One. Market priced at $329.99.
Just the Kinect?
Just the Kinect. Market price.
That's ridiculous.
I looked it up. It is not like a bundle. It is just the Kinect.
Imagine buying that and then buying some games for that and finding out those games are bad.
Imagine
imagine buying that instead of a PS4 digital. PS5 digital, sorry. PS5 digital.
Well, you actually have a chance of getting that one, though, so I think that's actually a pretty good deal. Whether you want it or not is another question, but...
Yeah.
I'd be writing this down. You only have a limited time.
That's a good point.
Don't forget to catch the Theory of Humor every Tuesday at 3 p.m. for your comedic philosophical needs. Cheap plug there. Paul,
I think it's a little less than market price. I think it's 300 flat.
I said 200 flat.
I regret to inform you that you are both over. So please go again. Since we're doing this again, maybe I should remind you to check out the Theory of Humor every Tuesday at 3 p.m. for your comedic philosophical needs. And looks like they're done. Who do I go with first? Or Paul first last time? I'll go with James first.
$1.
Ooh.
Went with 185. Yeah, you can't see that. 185.
I believe you. I believe you. It doesn't matter because James gets this one correct because you can find it for $59.95. So, say, kids, you want to buy some stuff off of eBay.com? This next one is a cornerstone of the Pellegrini household. I'll let you know that. It is a Blue Eyes White Dragon first edition card. Market priced at $30.99. Blue Eyes White Dragon, the pet card of one Seto Kaiba of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. How much do you think someone would pay for a piece of paper? Did either of you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! As a child?
No.
Or as an adult?
Also no.
No.
You can find Yu-Gi-Oh! On Amazon Prime if you have that.
You just showed us that.
Jim?
$55.
Thought I was lowballing with 800, but I guess not.
You were not lowballing. You both went over. Please try it again. So, did you either of you two watch Yu-Gi-Oh! As a child or as an adult?
I think our performance just answered that question for you.
Micah,
Cool.
do you have early onset dementia?
No, I just think it's funny that since we're repeating the thing, I should repeat the thing that we did in the intermedium of that.
Gotcha. I said $10 this time around.
$10.
I said $5.
Ooh, and James nudges it out as this. You can find this for $21.95. James isn't running away with it, but he sure is walking away with it in this round. I feel like that's on like a MLB 2K6 kind of thing. The next item, well, of course, this is what my mind to went next, is a Yamaha intermediate flute. Market price $569.99. It's a flute for a non-beginner, non-professional. Maybe a high school kid, maybe a kid in university. Possibly somebody who plays in a community band. So, James, what do you think you could get for a flute?
I think you could catch a nice 200 on this on eBay.
Nice 200.
I have a nice 300.
Nice 300.
Believe this has happened before.
I do too. As you have both overshot. You guys think very highly of eBay.com and the items I implemented.
Based on previous the prices wax, I think we're pretty
But this is not the Price is Whack. This is, of course, the crowd favorite. Ain't that a price to pay?
I was gonna say, Paul, I don't know if you agree. I think our experience might actually harm us in this game.
I think so, yeah.
Will experience help you as you go for a second time, Paul?
Most certainly not, because I just cut my price in half.
So what is it now?
150.
150. And James?
I said 50.
50. Well, continuing to walk, you can find this for $119.99 off of eBay.com. And there's 3 points for James. James has now cut the lead to single digits.
I needed this.
All right. Now, what would you pay for this? Because I certainly would not pay this much money. The $71.99 for the complete series of Full House.
But you saved 36%. How can you not?
The prequel series to Netflix Originals Fuller House.
You know, my father always says you can save 100% on something if you just don't buy it.
My dad says the same thing.
Yeah.
My dad used to say you can save 15% or more on car insurance if you use Geico.
Is that really what your dad used to say?
Yeah, my dad's a Geico.
That's great. do you have Geico insurance right now?
No, I have USAA.
USAA.
Oh my god. All right. Paul?
I put $20.
$20.
Oh, I put 25.
Ooh. Continuing his stroll, you can find this for $48.75. I'm very happy with this slight comeback. Now, this is probably my favorite thing that I have found on one of these variations. Lightsaber Star Wars chopsticks.
Oh my.
Market priced at $14.97. And my favorite thing, these are the chopsticks you're looking for. It's time to impress all your guests with your epic lightsaber chopsticks, which will take Sushi Night to another star galaxy far, far away.
100% risk-free, may I add.
100%. Hey, if you needed a Bane magnet, get yourself some Star Wars lightsaber chopsticks.
I thought for a second that I had some of these, but then I realized it was in fact the Star Wars lightsaber DS styluses, which are wildly more appropriate.
Yes. I will put that joke in the chat after this. James, how much would you say for this?
I said, it's $14.99 regular price. They say
$14.97 market price.
you can get it for $6 on eBay if you look hard enough.
Paul,
I said $4.50.
$4.50. Well, you can find these lightsaber chopsticks for $19.21. James cutting this lead down to 3 points.
Way. We're just gonna have to edit in like walking songs after every time you say the prices.
I think I misspelled this like really wrong, but it's the thought that counts. Anyways, the next item up for grabs is a 32-inch Roku TCL smart television. Market price, of course, $128. $128. How much would you pay for the exact TV that I have in my childhood bedroom?
They're nice TVs. I just got one for Isabel.
Mm.
Incredible.
I like to think that you meant your childhood themed bedroom. Like it's just like a different bedroom, but you dress it like it's your childhood.
Yes, I would. I would dress it like disappointing my parents and being late for t-ball practice. James,
your childhood bedroom at Olds. Yeah, so I'll go with $75.
75 buckaroos off of eBay.com.
I went with 99.
Ooh, and his first, I'm pretty sure one of his first points of the game, it is Paul because it is 142.98.
It's my second points because I won the first one.
You did.
Yeah. Is this the last one?
No, there are 1, 2, 3 more.
Okay.
The
I think
next
the lead is back up to 6 now.
it is.
The
The next one is a To Kill a Mockingbird paperback book. Market price $21.87. How much is To Kill a Mockingbird on eBay.com? So, of course, the book that inspired the movie that inspired your 9th grade English teacher to show in the middle of May. James.
I'm going to say $9.
I said $2.
$2 with the small comeback is Paul's. You can find this for $4.09 whole cents. So if you have 500 pennies, you could buy that and save a little bit for that TV. It's still a single-digit lead, so it is possible
Yes.
for a comeback. Of course, that would mean that you would have to get this one correct as well. The Big Bang Theory Monopoly game. Big Bang Theory, of course, being the Monopoly holding over HBO Max, which is the at retail price, market price, for $31.62. How much is this worth on eBay.com? James.
$20.
20 whole dollars. Paul? 25.
Oh.
Gentlemen, you again went over. Please, please, please. Go again. Paul. $10. James. $11. You can find this, of course, on eBay.com for $17.90. The most stressful week of James's whole life coming to fruition. He trails by 6.
Most stressful hour I've ever undergone.
This
And
next
is
one's
it-
worth 14, right?
Next one, maybe an advantage for James, maybe something he's bought in the past. A unbranded WCW NWO action figure set. Retail price $42.99. Featuring Kevin.
I have not bought this, but if you find a good enough deal on eBay, you may have to send me the link.
I don't think I have the link, pal. You can just look it up.
All right, let's see here.
Of course, you can find James on the PWO cast, which just released an episode yesterday, possibly, maybe Friday.
Yes, we did. The PWO cast, me and Derek met. We talked a lot about the Capitol. That's the main focus of the episode, but of course, in true PWO fashion, things sort of go out from there. So if you want to see some fantastic conversation, check out PWO cast on YouTube.
If you want to see two people lose their internet connection at the same time, check out the PWO cast. James, how much would you pay for this? Or how much do you think somebody is selling for this?
You make me break character so much. It's great. $15.
$10.
I have $56. I was also typing a joke.
Okay. Wow. Making a startling comeback. You can find this for 20 whole dollary don'ts.
Wow.
And the scores stand at the end of the round. Paul, 49. James, 46. So there is no knockout, of course. As we enter the final game of the evening, going by very fast, I might say. I quite enjoy this.
Micah, just one.
History awaits for us. Yes, James?
Because how long have we been doing this? Like Devoid Entertainment? How long has this
Devoid
gone on?
Entertainment started in late May 2020.
Okay, so we've done this for about 7 or 8 months now.
Sure.
This is by far the closest I've come to smelling victory. 100.
Yes,
This is gonna be close.
Twice
you
the pride
smell-
of the fall.
Can you smell what history is cooking? Am I right? History is a funny thing. Some remember, others forget. But it has still happened. In this game, I will give you 8 events that happened throughout history. You do not write this down. You will buzz in. Your buzzer being your name. Test
Paul.
your buzzer now, please.
Paul.
James.
All right. After you buzz in, the answer must be given within 3 seconds of saying your name. You will not be deducted points for missing the question, but the question will disappear and no longer be able to be played for. Each set of 2 questions are worth a certain level of difficulty. So the more difficult, the more points up for grabs. And they're split into 2 rounds. So it will go the 1-pointer, the 2-pointer, the 3-pointer, the 5-pointer, followed by another set of the 1-pointer, the 2-pointer, the 3-pointer, the 5-pointer.
So in total, there's 8 questions?
Yes, there's 8 questions for a possible 22 points, which, I mean, it's anyone's game right now. It's a 3-point lead.
Yeah, this is going to be close.
Even be Micah's game.
Nope, I'm not playing this one, actually. I'm just your champion that you're trying to impress. All right. The first, the 1-pointer. This is for 1 point. The historical event. You're giving me the year. Just the year. You don't need to give me like an April, a May. You just need to give me the year that this came out or this happened. The year World War II ended.
James. 1945.
Yes, of course. 1945. James striking within 2 points, which you could hit on this one. Star Wars is released in theaters.
Paul.
1977. Bango. Paul cracking into the 50s. Next one. The Boston Massacre.
Paul.
1770.
1770.
Oh, very impressive.
I've gotten that one. That was good.
Very impressive. And the 5-pointer, Super Mario Brothers is released to the public.
Paul.
1985.
1985.
He is the icon for a reason.
Where are we sitting now?
There's a 12-point lead.
Okay.
All right. The 1-pointer of the second round. YouTube is founded.
Paul.
James.
2000.
I think I heard James first.
I want to say 2005.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Giving you a point. Monster Energy drink is introduced.
Paul.
1988.
1988.
2002. The Crimean Peninsula is annexed by Russia.
Paul. 2014.
Correct, it is 2014. And finally, The Catcher in the Rye is published as a novel.
James. 1933.
Close. 1951.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thanks for playing. So, at the end, in second place with 48 points, he gave up a good effort. It is James.
Good game.
Yes, good game, Paul. I know there were only 2 players, but I believe second place is the highest I've placed in Devoid Entertainment so far.
It is not, in fact.
Really?
You have placed second before. I could tell you that after.
He would still be that would still be the highest rank he's achieved.
I'd
'cause it
still
would
be
the same.
tying for it. But yeah,
Yes,
I'm curious. I'm curious.
I'll tell you that in the post show, because in first place, getting his first dub, the first dub of season 2, his first dub overall, is the icon himself, P Clan's leader, Paul.
P-dub. Pedium to end the tedium.
Fair point. Fair point. That's going to wrap us up here. Thank you so much for watching this new format of Devoid Entertainment. Did you like it? Let us know. Put in the comments below. Until next time.